Welcome to the DeltaMath solution tutorial. This is going to be covering using trig to find a side. Given this information for this triangle, solve for x. To approach this, we want to first draw our person, and we always want to draw it next to the angle, which is going to be 77 degrees here. This allows us to label our information about our sides. The 2.6 here is going to be the adjacent side, and the x here is going to be the opposite side. Once we have this, we can look at our trig ratios, and we saw that opposite and adjacent is referred to the TOA, which is the tan. So we can write TOA, which is going to be our tangent. So tan of that 77 degrees is going to be equal to the opposite, which is x, divided by the adjacent, which is 2.6. We now want to multiply by 2.6 to both sides. This cancels. Then we can finally solve for x. To do this, we should grab our calculator or go to Desmos.com. This is Desmos scientific calculator. Now we can enter it the exact way we see it. In this problem, it is 2.6 times tan of 77. We get the answer of 11.26. 11.26. But the question says that we can round it. So let's make sure we are rounding it to the nearest foot. So for this problem, this can be round up to just 11. Let's see if they allow us to enter 11. Nope, that's not correct. They wanted 11.3. So we should have rounded up here. So there should be 11.3 if you round it. Okay, but the answer was still the same. We did it correctly. We just messed up the rounding. So here they want to make sure it's to the nearest tenth of the foot. So it's 0.26. That's why it becomes 11.3. All right. Again, it's okay for us to make mistakes as long as we're learning. Let's do another problem. Same process. Given this information, solve for x. We start by drawing our person next to the angle so we can label it. Here is our person. We saw that the 26 here is the opposite side, and x here is the longest side, so that's the hypotenuse. If we now take a look at our trig ratios, we should realize that opposite and hypotenuse is referred to the sine. So Showa, sine opposite over hypotenuse. So it becomes sine of 54 degrees. It's equal to the opposite, which is 26, divided by the hypotenuse, which is x. We're going to solve for x, so we're going to multiply by x to both sides. This is going to cancel this out, leaving you with x times sine 54 equals to 26. You're basically cross multiplying here. Divide by sine 54 to both sides, so you can get the x alone. So x is equal to 26 divided by sine of 54 degrees. This is what you're going to be entering into the calculator. So we have here 26 divided by sine 54, and we get 32.13. So x is equal to 32.13. And remember, we round it, so it's 32.13. So we just care about just 32.1. All right, so it becomes 30. Let's check 32.1. So it's 32.1. We round it correctly, so we should get the correct answer. There you go. Okay, here's the work. We use the proper trig ratio, and we round it properly. So good job. All right, let's do one more. Given this information, solve for x. So let's start by drawing our person. And we always want to draw it next to the angle, which is 60 degrees. Then we labeled it. This is your adjacent angle because it's your closest one. X here is your longest, so that is called your hypotenuse. Here we have adjacent and hypotenuse. Let's take a look at our trig ratio. Adjacent and hypotenuse is your cosine, so that's the ca part. CAH. So we can write cosine of 60 degrees, it's equal to the adjacent, which is 40, divided by the hypotenuse, which is x. Now we can solve for it. Multiply by x to both sides. You get x cosine of 60 degrees is equal to 40. Then we divide by cosine of 60 degrees because we're trying to get the x alone. Then you get x is equal to, because again, cosine of 60 divided by cosine of 60 is just 1. It disappears. 40 divided by cosine of 60 degrees. Now we can just enter that into our calculator. 40 divided by cosine of 60 degrees. Oh, that's perfect. It equals to 80. That, we are lucky. That was an exact answer. So we can write here 80. And that's good. That's it. So I showed you the three most common one, which is a tangent one, a sine one, and a cosine one. And that is everything that you need to be able to do when you are using trig ratios to find a side.